Have you ever noticed that something as simple as getting up from a chair or walking across the living room feels harder than it used to? You may find yourself pressing on your knees to stand or pausing before climbing stairs as if preparing for a workout. Maybe your balance feels just a little off. Nothing alarming, just different. Many people chalk these things up to aging. But what if I told you that this could actually be one of the earliest signs of something else? What you're feeling might be the beginning of age-related muscle loss, a condition called sarcopenia. And the tricky part is, it often begins silently. No pain, no visible swelling, just a slow decline in strength, until one day, even simple movements feel like a challenge. The good news is, there's something you can do about it, and it doesn't require hours in the gym or expensive therapy. In fact, research shows that restoring just 3 key vitamins can bring back leg strength, improve balance, and help you regain the confidence in your movements, often in a matter of days. In this video, I'll walk you through these 3 essential nutrients, why they matter, how deficiencies develop, and how you can use them effectively to support your legs, muscles, and overall energy. You'll also learn how to combine them the right way to get the best results. And I'll share real scientific findings, not myths or trends, but proven data from clinical research. So stay with me through the end, because your health deserves more than guesswork. It deserves clarity. Let's begin with the first and arguably most overlooked nutrient, vitamin D3. Vitamin D3, the power switch for muscles and nerves. Vitamin D3 isn't just about bone health. It's more like a master switch that powers your entire musculoskeletal system. When your D3 levels are optimal, your muscles respond faster, your nerves fire more precisely, and your legs feel lighter and stronger. But after age 60, your body's ability to produce vitamin D3 naturally declines. Your skin becomes thinner, you likely spend less time outdoors, and your liver and kidneys, which help convert vitamin D into its active form, become less efficient. That means even if you're getting sun, your body may not be turning it into usable D3. The result? Your muscles weaken. You feel heavy on your feet. You may even notice difficulty with balance or slower reactions when walking. These subtle shifts often go unnoticed until they become persistent. So what exactly does vitamin D3 do? It improves calcium absorption, helping maintain strong bones, especially crucial as we age. It enhances muscle contraction, the ability of muscle fibers to respond to signals from the brain. It supports nerve transmission, allowing your brain and muscles to communicate clearly. And it helps prevent muscle atrophy, the slow, quiet shrinking of muscles over time. Deficiency in D3 can show up in various ways. You might experience tiredness while walking or standing, difficulty climbing stairs, nighttime leg cramps, joint or heel pain, trouble balancing or moving quickly. Some people even report sleep disturbances, restlessness, or mild anxiety, all potentially linked to low D3 levels. But don't just take my word for it. In a UK study from the University of Birmingham, participants over 65 who took 800 IU of vitamin D3 daily showed a 19% increase in leg strength after just 5 days. Another study in China found that seniors combining D3 with light exercise had significantly better balance and mobility than those who didn't. And research from Harvard found that low D3 levels were associated with a 40% higher risk of falls. So how much should you be taking? For healthy adults over 60, experts recommend 800 to 1,000 IU per day for general support, 1,500 to 2,000 IU per day if you have a history of falls, bone loss, or muscle weakness. Take it in the morning or early afternoon, always after a meal with healthy fats like eggs, yogurt, or olive oil. Never take D3 right before bed, as it can interfere with sleep in some people. Can you get enough from food alone? Realistically, no. Here's why. One egg gives only about 40 IU. A glass of fortified milk offers around 100 IU. A typical serving of fish provides around 500 IU. You'd need to eat fatty fish, eggs, and dairy every single day to hit 1,000 IU naturally. That's why supplementation is often necessary. Who should seriously consider a D3 supplement? Anyone over 60, those who rarely go outside, people with balance issues, osteoporosis, or joint pain, vegetarians, or people who eat little dairy or fish. A word of caution, D3 is fat soluble, meaning it can build up in your system. Don't exceed 4,000 IU per day without supervision. Too much D3 over time can lead to high calcium levels, kidney stones, or nausea. But with the right dose and timing, vitamin D3 can be the switch that reawakens your legs and muscles, giving you back the ease and energy that once felt lost. Let's now talk about vitamin B12, one of the most underestimated nutrients when it comes to leg strength, balance, and coordination. If vitamin D3 is the power switch, then B12 is the fuel line, keeping your nerves and muscles properly connected, energized, and protected. A deficiency in B12 doesn't just make you feel tired, it can cause numbness, tingling, muscle weakness, poor balance, and even memory loss. Many people in their 60s and beyond are walking around with undiagnosed B12 deficiency, not because they aren't eating right, but because with age, the body simply can't absorb B12 the way it used to. You see, vitamin B12 requires something called intrinsic factor, a protein produced by the stomach, to be absorbed in the intestines. But after 50, your stomach acid naturally decreases, and so does your ability to extract B12 from food. And that means even if you're eating meat, eggs, or dairy, you might not be absorbing enough. Signs of B12 deficiency often mimic aging: legs that feel heavy or numb, pins and needles in your feet, a weird sensation when walking, like your feet aren't fully touching the ground, brain fog or forgetfulness, mood swings, anxiety or feeling emotionally flat, weakness climbing stairs or getting out of a chair. So what exactly does B12 do for your legs? It protects your nerves with a fatty coating called myelin. Without it, nerve signals slow down, especially in your legs and feet. It helps your body make red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your muscles. It plays a role in energy metabolism, helping convert food into fuel. Several studies back this up. One study from the neurology department of the University of Oxford found that seniors with low B12 had significantly higher rates of walking problems and balance issues. Another study in Japan linked B12 supplementation to improve nerve regeneration and muscle coordination in older adults. How much B12 do you need? The recommended dietary allowance is 2.4 mcg per day, but for people over 60, doctors often recommend 500 to 1,000 mcg in supplement form because absorption declines so sharply. That might sound like a lot, but remember, B12 is water soluble. That means your body flushes out any excess through urine. It's very hard to overdose on B12 from supplements, though you should always speak with your doctor if you're unsure. Best time to take it? Morning, because B12 has a mild stimulating effect. Taking it late in the day might interfere with sleep in some people. Can you get enough from food? Possibly, but it's tough. One egg gives only 0.6 mcg. A serving of beef liver gives about 70 mcg, but few people eat liver regularly. Dairy, fish, and meat offer small amounts, but absorption is inconsistent. That's why sublingual B12, the kind that dissolves under your tongue, or a spray is often recommended for older adults. They bypass digestion and go straight into the bloodstream. You might also consider B-complex supplements, but make sure B12 is at least 500 mcg. Who should consider a B12 supplement? Anyone over 60. People on acid-reducing medications like omeprazole, vegetarians and vegans, people with diabetes on metformin, those who experience numbness, leg fatigue, or balance issues. Here's the real power of B12. After just 1 to 2 weeks of supplementation, many people report better energy, lighter legs, improved focus, and reduced tingling. Some even notice stronger walking ability and fewer nighttime cramps. Don't ignore the quiet signs, because when nerves start sending weak or confused signals, your legs feel it first. Last but not least, let's talk about magnesium, the mineral that keeps your muscles calm, your nerves steady, and your blood pressure in check. If vitamin D3 is the ignition and B12 is the fuel, then magnesium is the brake pedal, keeping muscle contractions smooth, preventing cramps, and avoiding dangerous misfires in your neuromuscular system. Now, you might be surprised to hear this, but almost 50% of people over 60 are magnesium deficient, and most don't know it. Why does this happen? The kidneys get less efficient at retaining magnesium with age. Many medications, especially diuretics, blood pressure pills, and antacids, flush magnesium from the body. Processed foods and low-nutrient diets offer little to no magnesium. Stress, alcohol, and poor sleep deplete magnesium even further. But the symptoms of low magnesium often start in the legs: muscle cramps, especially at night, restless leg syndrome, leg twitching or spasms, weakness climbing stairs or walking long distances. Poor recovery after exertion. Magnesium plays several crucial roles for your legs. It regulates calcium and potassium flow in muscle cells, essential for normal contraction and relaxation. It supports nerve transmission, helping your brain communicate clearly with your muscles. It dilates blood vessels, improving circulation in the legs and feet. It reduces inflammation and protects the lining of arteries, including in the lower limbs. There's also a strong connection between magnesium and blood pressure. One study in the journal Hypertension found that taking just 300 milligrams of magnesium per day helped lower systolic pressure in older adults, reducing stress on the heart and improving leg circulation. So how much magnesium do you need? The RDA is around 320-420 per day, but many experts recommend slightly more for adults over 60, especially if you have cramps, insomnia, or muscle fatigue. The best food sources of magnesium include pumpkin seeds. A single ounce provides over 150 milligrams, spinach and other dark leafy greens, almonds and cashews, black beans and lentils, avocados, dark chocolate, yes, really, in moderation. However, food alone is often not enough for seniors. That's why a supplement can help, but choose wisely. Magnesium citrate or glycinate are the best absorbed forms and gentler on the stomach. Avoid magnesium oxide. It's cheap but poorly absorbed. Start with 200 milligrams per day and increase slowly if needed. One important note: magnesium also supports better sleep, which is when your legs repair and muscles recover. Taking it at night can improve both rest and leg strength. Within days to weeks of correcting magnesium levels, many people notice fewer cramps, less twitching, and more stable energy throughout the day. And the calming effect it has on the entire body is something you'll feel, not just in your legs, but in your heart, mind, and mood too. So to summarize, and if you're over 60 and struggling with leg weakness, cramps, or fatigue, it may not just be aging. Your body might be quietly asking for help, and that help could come from 3 simple nutrients: vitamin D3 for strength, balance, and strong bones; vitamin B12 for nerve health, coordination, and energy; magnesium for calm muscles, better sleep, and smooth movement. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight, but by focusing on just these 3 nutrients, you could restore confidence in your steps, reduce your risk of falls, and feel stronger doing everyday things, from walking the dog to climbing stairs to simply getting up from your favorite chair. Remember, your legs carry you through life. Take care of them, and they'll keep carrying you. And if you found this video helpful, we invite you to subscribe to our channel, Healthy Longevity. You'll find many other powerful videos like this, all designed to help you age with strength, clarity, and confidence. Stay strong, stay steady, and we'll see you in the next video.